There we go. Hey guys, I just got off a live on YouTube this evening, and as I was wrapping up, I decided, it's time for me to go to bed. So I was wrapping up, and then one of my subscribers sent me something. They sent me the old post from Tony Mathis. He's the spokesperson for Seth Rogers. This is Sebastian Rogers. He's a 15-year-old autistic boy that disappeared from his home in Hendersonville, Tennessee. He was inside his home and sleeping in his bed in a fully secured and locked home and vanished in the middle of the night. No one's seen him walk out the door. No one has seen him since the night he put his head on the bed, according to his mom. Their case is breaking apart right now. Their lies are starting to catch up with them. We have now sourced lights from obviously the light phenomenon inside the house. The lights, people believe the breakers were pulled, that the breakers were turned off. That's what caused the whole house to go dark. I don't know if that's the case or not. According to the neighbors, the last time the lights went off in Sebastian's room, it was 11:30 at night. Somebody walks across the house to the back, turns off the back light, and then all the lights in the house, the whole house goes dark, and then you see a silhouette in the front window from a camera across the way. We have sourced light phenomenons on the outside of the house hours later, going from the back side of the Proudfoot's home to an unmarked identified car that was down the road in a suspicious area, parked near a ditch. Those lights went to that vehicle. One light is seen heading back toward the house. The next morning, obviously, the first call is to Chris. Chris is already in his crane. He was in his crane since 6:15, even though he's not supposed to be going to work until 7. But he was in his crane station waiting for that call so he can say he was at work when he got that call. And then, I'm reviewing this case, and there's been a lot of people beating up on Seth and Tony. And there's a lot of people that threw Tony under the bus for this right here. I'm going to go ahead and move you guys around here. I'm going to turn why is this not working? Hold on, guys. There we go. I don't know why it doesn't work, but it doesn't. Let me see if I can do it now. It's not letting me flip my camera around. I don't know why it's not going to let me do that, but it's not letting me flip my camera around at all. It's letting me change there it goes. Now we can flip. Okay. It made me change my camera. So let me take this off. So you guys remember this?
Tee it up.
Broadcasting live at US.Watch to help find Sebastian Rogers. He was abducted by unknown suspect, possibly in an unknown vehicle. Carefully navigate to your assigned watch zone and check in to claim your reward at US.Watch/.
Do you guys remember that? Do you guys remember that? Do you guys remember how he was completely beat up because of his statements? Remember that? And he was completely, utterly trashed for mentioning that there was a possibility or anybody said anything about abductions. And we did, because we went back and we could source that there was an Amber Alert. And we were told that this whole anonymous vehicle was all smoke and mirrors, that Tony didn't know what he was talking about, that Tony shouldn't be on this case, that Tony shouldn't do this, and what a lousy spokesperson he is. And this is again another time when somebody is trying to bring information to the public. You got uneducated idiots with a microphone keeping you from the information over their own personal BS. We should have been looking for this car a long time ago. This right here was produced 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago, we should have had this overlay for this car. 3 weeks ago. But no. Social media wanted to complain about Seth and Tony that have nothing to do with the case at hand. Everybody wants to drive wedges in this case against Seth and Tony, and I don't understand why when we have a 15-year-old boy that needs to be found and answers need to be had. And every time people come here, they let their pettiness override good factual information, and guess who has to suffer? The victim. The victim's family. This is not fake, y'all. This is real life. And we have to start taking it as such. And we have to quit beating people up for bringing information, because we just lost 3 weeks because of it. 3 weeks. 3 solid weeks. I really hope, I don't think we have it really so much on this platform. I mean, I know we do. I know there's infighting and stuff like that. I don't get involved, and it doesn't have anything to do with me. I stay out of it. But on YouTube, it's a little bit different, because that is kind of, if it's not about me, they try to make it about me. And no matter what case I'm associated with, I get beat up. So it's just one of these things that I will call people out on that platform, because there's just trashy people. I believe that people here, you guys try, at least try. And you know what? At the end of the day, that's all that really matters. But at the end of the day, we lost 3 weeks because of the infighting, because of this BS. When he put this up here, we should have been looking for that car instead of arguing about the information he was giving us. Everybody, yes, Crime Daddy, everybody should be calling that man out. And everybody should be unsubscribing for the crap he put into this case that was unnecessary, all over hurt feelings. And he still keeps running with the same BS. And you guys should all go over there and give him a piece of your mind, quite frankly. Because I got to tell you, I'm hot under the collar, and I think I don't ever want to hear them touting themselves as investigative journalists, because they totally missed the ball on this case. As most of their cases that are biasedly reported for unbiased journalists. Okay, Cupcake. I got your number. I don't throw names out. The people that follow, go up to, what was it, Big Daddy? Something Daddy. I saw Daddy something. It's up in Daddy's comments. Crime Daddy. There we go. Crime Daddy. So, just to give you guys some insight, we had a lot of information that came out. I want to show you guys this. You guys need to see this. I know you guys have seen it already, but I want to show you guys again. I'll take my back screen off. You guys need to see this. So this is the Bauer socks, and I mistaken it. It is the QX80. I did check it. It is the I said Q80, and I said I confirmed a Q80, but no, I confirmed both of these. They are the QX80, whatever. I'm not an Infinity owner. I don't know. Okay, so let me take this background off. Let me flip you guys around so you guys can see this, my screen. Let me take the background off. There we go. So I'm working on this. I want to take this down for you guys so all of you guys get to see what we're seeing here. Okay, so this is a 2019. Let me put it all the way up for you. This is a 2019 QX80 SUV, Infinity SUV, okay? Now, this is the image that we've got from the security camera, okay? So I'm going to start gradually moving this up. I'm going to take it to about 13. There we go. And you can start seeing the image overlaying over the shadow. Do you see that? Do you see that right there? It is lining up perfectly. It is lining up perfectly. So let me just keep, and I'm going to pull the transparency up to about a 20. And now you can see it even better over that glow. So this is the security camera. We don't have a whole lot, but I had a little bit to work with because I already knew my players that I'm looking for. And so now that I've got that, look at this. See that? Now you're going to watch me. Watch. It's going to start getting brighter and brighter. Look at that. Look at that. A perfect match on the back side. A perfect match. You see the glow on the bumper? You see the little rivet? There's a little decorative, that little dot down here. This one right here, there's a little decorative indentation right there in the bumper, and it lines up perfectly on that. So we have this vehicle that you're looking at would be Kathy Bowersock's vehicle. Kathy Bowersock's vehicle. She's the one in the QX80. I don't know what model Katie's is, but this looks pretty spot on for me. I mean, you're hitting all the... Look at that. This is right... Look at this. This is overlaid. See that? Look at that. It hits right on the shadows of this. This is the original. Look at where the shadows are hitting on this. Right here and right here. And then when you pull it back, you see them hitting right on those very spots. Boom. Right on those very spots. So that's kind of where I am at with this particular situation. Hold on, let me find one that I like. I like this one. Very, very fitting for tonight. Very fitting for tonight. That is correct. We do believe that we're kind of making progress here. I can tell you, since these revelations have come out, I have not seen or heard from Chris or Katie. I have not received any type of formal response to these allegations, these new allegations from social media. We do have problems. We do have the light sources are going from the Proudfoot home to that vehicle. That vehicle was parked on the side of the road near a ditch. It was not a truck. It was not a dump truck. Here, did I throw that? I must have got rid of one of my, hold on here. Let me go history. Where's my grouped history? Okay. I think it's this one here. Yeah. Open this. Open all. Okay. Let's see if this one. Huh. Where did they go? That was interesting. I don't understand all of Google. I really don't. Let's see. No, these are not them.
The night he disappeared, is there anything that you think about this video?
Hold on, I want you guys to hear this. This is what he said about the security lights.
Theories?
This is what he said about the...
One other question I have is, recently, Channel 5 in Nashville, they had security footage that showed 2 flashlights the night he disappeared. Is there anything that you think about this video, or...
Sure. So,
what do you think?
There's a lot of speculations about that video that are floating on the internet. Okay, and that is exactly what it is. It's speculations. Now, what I can give you an official statement on is TBI Newslink has released a statement from law enforcement, between local law enforcement, state law enforcement, some federal law enforcement, and they have analyzed that video so many times over that everything that everybody is trying to assume is a flashlight, I hate to say this, it's not. As much as we would love it to be one, it's not.
Boo to the Shiat! Just saying. Boo to the Shiat. Don't know much about a lot, but I have to say, those are most likely flashlights. I'm just saying. Don't call me an expert. I'm not an expert. But I do have this thing called a brain, and I got common sense, and I know how to put puzzle pieces together. And I'm sorry, this one was pretty simple. I called Chris and Katie out very early on. They were already asking people if they were associated with me early on. They already had heard about me. They already knew about me. Chris Proudfoot, he somebody tried to troll me and say that he was going to sue me, and of course I made a big deal about it. And he wrote me back and said, whoa, that ain't me, Betty. Don't come after me. I didn't do it. He was worried. Did they turn this into law enforcement has had these videos for a while. These videos are just have been leaked by the neighbor. I think what had happened is Nick Barris was over interviewing one of the neighbors. They showed him some of the camera footage, and he asked if he could take it. He took it. I don't think they expected it to get have so much attention to it, and it kind of blew up and went viral. And then, everybody's like, oh, he leaked the video. We didn't know he was going to do that. Well, if you give a news reporter a video, you can pretty much bet they're going to use that video in a report. Just saying. Then why has nothing been done? Why? You know what? This is Tennessee, guys. You guys got to remember, one of the things that I complain the most about Tennessee is their policing. I don't know where they've learned to do law enforcement. I don't want to be too ultra critical. I'm a back the blue type of person, but I've never understood Tennessee. If Katie was in the state of Florida, she would be sitting in jail right now. There's not a question in my mind that this lady would be in jail right now based on all of this and knowing that they've had all of this for a significant. This case took a 180 about 3 days in. So I think that this whole car thing, they knew about it. They seen these lights. Law enforcement, believe it or not, is more detailed than we are. We're doing it publicly. They're doing it behind the scenes. Honestly, if it wasn't for all this drama and stuff created by this one group of people that I swear on everything that I have in me, I am going to scream from every rooftop for the rest of my life as long as every single one of those creators are on these platforms, and I am going to make sure that everybody sees what they did to Seth. I'm going to be their worst advocate. Their absolute worst. Because, at the end of the day, people don't like me and they can think I'm a bitch or whatever like that, but they know I'm an honest bitch. I might be mean. I might be just direct. I might be brash. I might be, frisky. I might be whatever. But at the end of the day, the one thing, they may try to say I'm lying, but I guarantee when I tell them I'm telling the truth, they know when to believe me, right? I have never lied on here. Now, granted, I have said some things that have proven not to be true. And I forgot to say, in my opinion. So am I misrepresenting facts? And some people, they say I am. And other people, it is what it is. Was it intentional is the question. And of course, it's not intentional. It's never intentional. Have I lied before? Of course I've lied. Have I lied recently? I'm sure I told somebody I can't talk to them when I probably could have. You know what I'm saying? So it's not that I'm applying, things that I wouldn't believe. I'm saying for the big stuff, the big lies. And that's where it's at. It's these big lies. And these have been big lies. They're big lies from Proudfoots. They're big lies being peddled about Tony and Seth. There's big lies that are just distracting us from this entire case. And I hope that it seems like, at least here on TikTok, it seems like you guys are getting some good footing back. And I hope you guys start working on that. I really do. I mean, congratulations, because, sometimes it's one of the hardest parts about, social media and being a content creator is putting your own personal BS aside. It's one of the hardest things you can do. I don't know if I'll ever be able to put my BS aside for this group ever again, because I see how completely dysfunctional and toxic that they can be to a case. I don't know if I'll ever work with anybody again. I'm getting trashed by people I haven't even talked about. And obviously me talking about these other group of people, they're feeling some kind of way, so they're obviously mixed it up into them without me knowing about it. If they're feeling a little heat from my commentary on this group, right? And somebody else that I didn't equate to this group as being offended by it or talking bad about me by it, that means that when I say something about this group, they're taking it personally. And if they're taking it personally, that means they're affiliated with this group. So, just saying. All right, guys, that's really all I have. I hope you stay out of the drama. We're going to continue to go down this road. What I just put out on my YouTube channel is now, this is where we're at. we had the strange phenomenons in the house. We went through, we determined that we don't believe that Sebastian Rogers willingly walked out his front door. We started honing in on that whole story Katie gave from 9 to midnight, the 3-hour window there. We honed in on that to weigh whether or not what she was saying was true and accurate. We found so many different variations of that story. It is my assessment that her story, her current story, is false. It is false. It doesn't hold water. And then we go to the outside of the house and we have clear light sources moving from their house to an unmarked vehicle. When we do an overlay with a known vehicle to Chris Proudfoot's mother, it appears that it lines up almost perfectly. Not that it's her vehicle, but it's pretty weird that we got light sources coming from their house going to that vehicle, and that vehicle having a very distinct back end. It just seems awfully odd. Coupled with the fact that Chris was in his crane at 5:15 in the morning when he didn't start work at 7. That almost implied he wanted to be on that crane to receive that call. He had to be on the crane to receive that call, just like Katie had to be sleeping on the couch for 2 hours before she got up and went to bed and went to sleep at exactly midnight. So now we're here. What's the one thing that we have not resolved yet? We have not resolved the scent over at the retaining pond and the dumpster. Those are stuff that I haven't satisfied in my head yet. I have a lot of, possibilities it could be, but I haven't really found the one I want to hone in on just yet. So there's nothing that's giving me a lot of weight to either theory. So what I'm going to ask each and every one of you guys is, you guys know my email. It's bullhornbetty@gmail.com, just like my name, bullhornbetty, and then just put an @gmail.com. And I want you guys to give me your theories. I need your theories on how you think Sebastian's scent got over in the construction area and in the construction area alone. It doesn't seem, and it doesn't sound like from everything I've reviewed that the dogs tracked a scent there. They didn't have any scent around that house of Sebastian to track. So we know that there was no scent from that house to be tracked, but they found a scent of him over in that construction site. So I would like your theories. Again, bullhornbetty@gmail.com, bullhornbetty@gmail.com. I'd like to hear all of your theories about this. Even if you think it's outlandish, okay? Even if you think it's outlandish, we need to figure out how he would have gotten over to the construction site without scent until he got to the construction site. You need to be thinking about that. No scent until so it almost seems like the construction site is where the scent begins and where the scent ends. So I need you guys to think in your brain of how a person can levitate, because that's what it sounds like to me. But I think I may have a theory, but I want to hear all y'all's first. So go ahead and send those over to me tonight, tomorrow. I'm going to be covering this case until we find Sebastian or until somebody goes to jail. And right now, I'm praying to God that somebody goes to jail. Oh, before we close out, I did a poll on YouTube, and I had almost 1,000 people respond in my hour live to this poll. And my poll is do you think an arrest is coming soon? We had a slightly stronger majority, slightly. It was almost a 50-50 split. I believe we had something like 59%, 59 or 57%, yes, they believe an arrest is coming soon, and the other 43%, whatever that makes the 100%, said no, that they don't believe an arrest is coming through. So that is, somebody wants to do a poll here. Can we do a poll here? Do I have the ability to do a poll? Oh, here, let's see. Quick poll. Okay, let me do a quick poll. Start. Poll, ask your... Okay, I don't think I did it right. Don't answer them. Well, we'll do this. The red team... Okay, yeah, there you go. There you go. Okay, so you guys know what the question is. There you go. Okay, so if you... cry face is that you don't believe an arrest will happen. A happy face believes that you do believe that an arrest will happen. So we'll get that. We have 425 people in the chat right now, so let's just give it a whirl right here. Okay. So it looks like we're having a little bit of a... So I don't know how long these polls last for, but we'll keep rolling until you guys stop ticking away. Oh, it ends in 8 seconds, 7 seconds, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So we had 86 votes, but I don't know what that is. 86 and 42. So we almost had not quite a 50-50. I'll have to figure out what 120. So it looks like 2/3. So we have 66. So it's a little higher over here. 66% over here believes there will be an arrest soon, and 33% believes. So we had slightly different. 86 for an arrest soon. 66%. Okay, perfect. Perfect. So there we go. There we go. So that's the poll here on TikTok. It's pretty telling. We'll keep doing the polls. We'll do the polls periodically to see if anybody's position is changing. At least we have a good idea right now of, what we feel. Oh, Haley, thank you. God bless you. God bless you guys. All right, guys, go get some sleep. I'm tired. I actually didn't get up this morning as early as I usually do. I don't think I got up this morning till like 5 or 5:30, but if I sleep like that, it's because I need it. So I don't fight with it. I don't force myself up. When I wake up, I start working. When I drop, I drop. That's how I roll over here. So we'll see you guys soon. God bless you. Have a great night, and we'll see you Thursday sometime. Bye-bye. Don't forget to email me.